The second principle that we want to talk about today is hips leading the hands, pulling with the big muscles. Great hitters use their core. They turn with their core. This is where their power comes from. This is where their bat speed comes from. What we do is we isolate this movement and we teach our players how to maximize their hip rotation and turning with their core. Now, the key to this is that none of this is possible if they don't have great weight transfer. So they have to make sure that the weight transfer is there in order to maximize their big core muscles. Come with me, let's take a look.
Next, we're going to talk about how the hips lead the hands, and I love this clip of Soriano back when he was with the Yanks, and he just does a phenomenal job of using his hips to pull his big muscles or his small muscles around his body. Goes into his heel plant. There's the weight transfer. Now, once he goes into his heel plant and he starts to rotate with his core, he's turning and pulling with his big muscles. He's not throwing his hands. You can see how his hitter's box, see how this is what we call his hitter's box. This hitter's box with the elbows about at the rib cage, you got a little slight bend here. If you rewind this, it's in the exact same position that he starts in here. A little bend in here. He keeps the integrity of this box as he rotates it. And all he's doing is he's pulling with his big muscles. He's keeping that hitter's box intact, and he's just bringing the barrel to the ball. This happens around this front side axis. And it all occurs from this point right here. You're shifting from the back side to the front side, and you're turning with your core. Stomach, quads, hammies, glute, lower back, all your big muscles turn to the ball. None of this is possible if he's sitting back here. See how light he is back here? Because there's no weight here. It's all contained in the front side axis right here. Great hitters have great weight transfer. Once they get their weight forward, all forward motion stops, and they turn with their big muscles. All right, this is spin force, turning with the big muscles. The big muscles lead the small. They do not throw their hands at the ball. They do not throw the knob at the ball. If he was to throw the knob at the ball, right here, if he was to throw the knob at the ball, he would lose this hitter's box. He wouldn't be able to maintain the bend in his elbow. Try it. Try to throw your knob at the ball and see what happens to your front arm. Your front arm is going to extend. When the front arm extends, you're going to roll through the ball. So you can rest assured that they're not throwing their hands at the ball. They go into their heel drop. They turn all one piece, all connected, turning with the big muscles. Big muscles pull the small.